Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. This will be a short video, and I'm actually a little late to the party on this one. Saw a lot of videos come out yesterday talking about this, but I'm going to throw my 2 cents in, but for a couple of reasons. Number one, because let me start by saying this. I think that Paul Pierce was a great addition to, Undisputed. I feel like I've been watching it a little more since Paul Pierce has been on there. And once again, after, the Lakers beat the Bucks without LeBron James, of course, Paul Pierce, says again, hey, LeBron James needs to step back. I think people think about deferring to him too much, which I would I would actually say I think LeBron James craves the spotlight too much. Because they defer to LeBron because that's what LeBron James wants. But yeah, so, the Lakers show again that without LeBron James, they play much more like a team. Anthony Davis with 34 points and 23 rebounds. And you got Austin Reeves with 29 points. You got D'Angelo Russell with 29 points. They just play more like a team. And Austin Reeves had 10 assists and D'Angelo Russell had 12 assists. Now, here's the thing. This is what I want to talk about. And I actually want to talk about this because I just, the other day was watching Angry Old Hoops series about LeBron James in the 2011 finals. And going back and looking at that, you see how much effort D Wade was actually putting into that 2011 series, while LeBron just looked non-existent, pretty much. Fanboys, again, this is something you can never get around. There are things that's on your Kings resume that just can't be erased, and you can't make up for them. As people try to say, oh, well, since LeBron has 4 championships, that makes up for the fact that he was just a complete no-show in 2011 and was getting cooked by various people. It doesn't make up for that. Just like the flopping thing. There is nothing LeBron James could do at this point to overcome that he decided to cheat the game for all of his career, pretty much. You just can't make up for that. So this is kind of goes back to LeBron James' need for praise. I don't think LeBron James knows how to be second. This is the problem. This is the problem with the Lakers. When they brought Anthony Davis to the Lakers, supposedly it was so that Anthony Davis will wind up being the leader. But as we can all see, this hasn't been the case. It's been more the same of LeBron stat padding and blaming others when the Lakers don't do well. Blaming the other players. Again, Anthony Davis has been a scapegoat many a times, and blaming the coaches. So LeBron just does not know. I don't think he does not know how to be in a position where he's not getting all of the credit. He doesn't know how to function like that because, again, what drives him is the praise. And I think this is the same thing what happened with the 2011 finals. When he first came to that team, it's D Wade's team. And so because of that, I don't think LeBron James knew how to function not being the guy who's going to get all the praise. So he just shrinks. And then, of course, after D Wade told him, hey, look, man, you just got to play your game, pretty much handing him the keys to the team. Why they won is not because of LeBron James. Why they won is because D Wade knew how to still be effective playing the second position, whereas LeBron James doesn't. D Wade knew how to say, okay, I'll let you be the leader of the team. I'll let you be number one, and I still know how to, be effective. LeBron James does not know how to do that. If he has to be number two to anybody, he shrinks. And again, I think he shrinks because his need for praise isn't being fed. And I think this is what we have with the Lakers. This is why, to me, the day that LeBron James has to play second fiddle to Anthony Davis, he will retire. The day that LeBron James does not get to be number one in the spotlight, receiving all of the praise, he will retire. And so here's the thing. Stay with me here, people. I want to talk about the whole Puff Daddy thing happening right now. I'm sure you've all heard about it, especially, again, if you grew up in the 90s, you know Puff Daddy was a major figure in the 90s with the East Coast, West Coast, Biggie and Tupac. You know, we all know about that. So to me, what's happening to P. Diddy right now is not that surprising, you know. But I do want to say this. To me, P. Diddy is a prime example of what happens when you are chasing fame instead of just being passionate about your craft. When fame is what drives you, when the praise is what drives you, instead of the desire to be as good at your craft as you can possibly be, this is what happens. And this is when you get to the position to where you would do any and everything, whether it's unethical or not, you would do any and everything to maintain that praise, to maintain that control. Now, why do I bring up P. Diddy? Because to me, this is the same thing with LeBron James. The difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James is that praise drives LeBron James. And because praise drives LeBron James, this is why he has done all of the things that he has done in his career. This is why he has formed super teams. This is why he flops. This is why he'll get on camera and lie and tell you he doesn't flop. Because there is nothing ethical driving him. He's not driven simply by the passion to be as great at his craft as he could possibly be. He's driven to get the praise from being great. Whereas Michael Jordan simply wanted to be the greatest basketball player he possibly could be. Kobe Bryant wanted to be the greatest basketball player he possibly could be. And that's why Kobe established that relationship with Mike to where he could absorb all the information from Mike. You know, again, Michael Jordan said Kobe was a pest in the beginning. But Kobe wasn't worried about looking like a pest. He said, hey, if this guy's going to open his door and say that he's willing to help me, then I'm going to milk it for everything it is worth because I want to be the best basketball player I can be. Michael Jordan, again, what we hear about Michael Jordan is, man, as good as this guy was, no one could have ever dreamed that he would be that much greater. Because he was constantly getting greater. He was constantly thinking ahead. You know, he was thinking about, okay, when my athleticism starts to drop, I still need to be able to function, which is why he developed such a great jump shot, which is why he was truly such a smart basketball player that it gets overshadowed by his athleticism and his other abilities. But yeah, you know, to me, the whole, this is about integrity versus lack of integrity. All money isn't good money. And when you are driven for your passion and purpose for something, to me, you end up in a much better place. And more importantly, you end up being much more respected. This is why LeBron James cannot get that respect he so desperately craves. Again, so like I said, this is why I equated it to the P. Diddy situation. P. Diddy is obviously someone who wanted the praise, who needed to be looked at a certain way by the people instead of just being as good as he can possibly be at whatever it is he does, you know, taking music from other people, you know, whatever that is. But yeah, anyway, like I said, this is a short video, but yeah, I don't see a day coming where LeBron James is actually willing to step back, like Paul Pierce said, and number one, let AD be the leader of the team. And number two, let the Lakers have more of a team concept to where they can really hone in on that team basketball. I think the Lakers have a 60% win percentage without LeBron James. That should tell you something. That should tell LeBron something. And I'm sure it does tell him something. But like I said, to me, the day LeBron actually has to be second or be looked at as second, I do think he will retire because I don't believe LeBron James knows how to function in that capacity. He doesn't know how to function where all praise and spotlight isn't completely on him. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's really nothing more to say. I think we all know that the Lakers just play more as a team without LeBron James dragging down the offense, without people having to worry about what LeBron James wants and needs on the court, worried about if he's getting his stats, worried about if he's feeling happy or not. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.